Oh, scrap!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Devil Saviour Landslip. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front there, we have some nice imagery of a landslip in both of its modes. Pyramids, things, stuff. On this side we have landslip, on this side we have landslip. Up top we have landslip, on the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box, we have our obligatory product shots. He does this, that, this, and the other, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have Landslip, and this is finally, at long last, finally, the final components of Devil Saviour's Troublemaker, their Revenge of the Fallen Devastator. And this is their take on Scrapper. And yes, here he is in his bot mode as he was packaged. And yeah, again, looks fantastic. Like all of these figures, they look absolutely fantastic. But let's get in close. Yes, we can take a look not at his crotch, but at his noggin. There's the noggin. And that face right there, that face, oh, that is the standard of beauty, if I have ever seen it. Oh, yes. Ah, yes. But as always, the sculpting, the paintwork just looks fantastic on this guy. And just moving down the body. Get some lovely paintwork, got some dirt and grime and wear in there, and that always looks fantastic. Definitely one thing that Devil Saviour excels at is the paint job, in my opinion anyway. And the detail work also. Just lovely sculpting, lovely paintwork. You got some dirt and grime in there, in the tires. Got the claws. Oh, he's got those claws. You're scared of the claw. Scared of the claw, anyway. But moving down the legs, again, some nice kind of scuffing and wear there. His bucket toes, his big old bucket toes. Again, lots of detail, nice paintwork. And moving at the back, got the scrapper booty, got a little bit of a backpack, but all in all, it all looks really good in my opinion. And now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You have wiggly waggly. You can rotate the head around at this weird angle, but hey, you can do it if you want to. He can look up some. You can look down a lot, side to side, all that good stuff. These little pieces here, you can kind of angle forward, angle back, do what you want there. As far as the arms can do a full 360. You might collide with some stuff in the process, but the arms can do a full 360. You do have inward and outward movement. A nice ratchet. You can pretty much bring them all the way up, and these shoulder pieces, you can see, they can move out of the way for you if you need them to. And then get them tabbed back in. As far as bicep rotation, it's right there. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. As far as this side goes, this little claw can rotate. It can also angle up and down. These three claws here can close up and open. This one is just stationary, doesn't move, just these three claws that open and close. Sometimes you can untab his shoulder, so that's something that's a little bit annoying. This little latch here sometimes can come undone also. Sometimes they don't hold as secure as they could. Basically same articulation here in the arm, but you do have a totally different claw setup here. This can rotate, and you have these little claws here on the double hinge. You can kind of do what you want there. He does have waist rotation. Legs can move forward that far. You can do them high kicks. Back that far. Kick himself in the back of the head. Outward. On a ratchet, if you gotta move things around, you can get the full splits going on. You do have thigh rotation. You can move these wheels out of the way to accommodate that. And as far as the feet go, they can move up, they can move down. You don't have any rotation. If you undo this tab here, you can get some rotation, but that's not really supposed to happen. But you do have some ankle tiltage, and you even have a bit of a toe joint. And did I mention he has knees? He has knees. He totally has knees there. Now, as far as accessories go, you do get the set of grappling hooks here. Which again, nicely detailed, nicely painted. You got the metal chains going on here. You can remove these. They just peg on. And then you can extend the hooks there and have all of that going on. That looks quite cool. You just plug that back on like so. You can store this on Scrapper. If we come back here to the bacular region, you have these two tabs right here for the two slots right here. You can just take that and plug it on like so. And there you go. You can have that stored on his back. And just adds to the overall look of the dude. That looks quite nice. I like chains. I like chains hanging off of figures. I think that just adds to the whole coolness factor. It makes them look more dangerous. I don't know. Just chains. Chains are dangerous. Constructicons are dangerous. So, you know, it makes sense. In my head anyway. It's my headcanon. But anyway, another thing you get is this stand right here. And this stand is for the grappling hooks. You can see it's just plastic on either end with a metal rod. And what you are meant to do is you can take these and unplug them. And you can use this for Devastator mode as well. And this always likes to come off. But, this is not going well. There we go. You can take these and plug them in. And you can get a cool grappling hook firing pose there. But as always, it's your toy. Display it however you wish. And two more little accessories that you get are a little skids and mud flap. Look at them. Look at them. But yeah, some little figures to display with your Devastator. And they're pretty nicely done. I mean, not chock full of paint, but still look pretty cool for what they are. Some nice detail there. Articulation-wise, their heads are just on ball joints. They can wiggly-waggly. The shoulders are on ball joints. They can wiggly-waggly, rotate, and that's pretty much it. Nothing at the legs. They both have the same articulation. That's it. But still, nice little skids and mud flap here to display with the old Devastator. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the Studio Series Scrapper. Here he is with Studio Series Megs. With the TF Dream Factory Megs. With MPM Bumblebee. With MPM Prime. With MPM Megs. He's tall. And with little skids and mud flap. Oh, they're precious. And here we have the family photo we've all been waiting for. All of our Devil Savior Constructicons. They look amazing together. They definitely look amazing together. You can't really see them. All the guys in the back are kind of covered up, but they're there. Trust that they're there. But all in all, an awesome looking set here. So there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So to get him into alt mode, first we're going to start off with the arms here. So bend the elbow. You're going to take these claws. We're going to rotate them in like so. I forget which way they're supposed to go. Supposed to go in. There we go. Supposed to go in like that. You can close that up like so. And then you want to rotate this up so this tab is facing upward. Bring this up and you have a tab slot connection right here. Just plug that in like so. Take this section here. Bring this up and over. And this will tab in right up in there. Like so. And once you've done that, we'll come to the other side here. Second verse is not like the first. You're going to fold in these claws here. Rotate this around. There's no tab slot connection. It's just coming up like that. This will come up and over. These little bits here, you just want to fold that in. Bring that up and over like so. And there you have that bit done. So now we're going to untab the shoulders and then bring the arms out like so. Untab and bring the arm out like that. And once you've done that, you want to come here to these shoulder pieces. You can bring these up, untab these, and then this will come up. You want to slide this forward, and then you have a tab slot connection right here with this piece. Just tab that in on that side, do the same thing on the other side, slide that forward, and tab that in like so. Oops, that's real. I'll put that back on later. These come back separately, they just peg on. So just leave that like that for now. So what we are going to do here is we are going to take the chest piece, take this, rotate it up, and then plug it back in, take his other pec, untab it, rotate it, and then peg it back in. Take his head, and you want to rotate it up like so. You want to take these and just swing them out of your way like that. Then you want to untab all this, undo all of this like so, then bring this up and over. This clips in right up in here, so just undo these clips, and that will just come down like so. And we can just kind of leave this just kind of hanging out like that for now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the legs here. You can rotate these wheels down to give you clearance. So you want to rotate these shoulder pieces in like so. You may have to turn the waist just so you can have the clearance right there. And then everything is just going to clip together. Just have tabs and slots here, tabs and slots. Just line all that up like so. And just get all that together like that. So what we're going to do here is we are going to now take the arms, we're going to rotate them up at this hinge here. Squeaky, squeaky. You have these little clips right here you want to undo on either side. That will allow you to now bend the arms down at this joint, and they will tab into themselves. And then you have this little post right here that's going to plug into. That's what it's plugging into. So just plug that right there, like so. It's an uncomfortable place anyway. So there you go. So once you have that done, you pretty much have that situated there. So now what we're going to do is we are going to work on the legs. So now what we're going to do with the legs, we can bring these out a couple clicks so we have some room to operate. So what we're going to do here is we're going to unpeg this little piston here. You can bring this down also. So you're going to, if it hasn't done it for you already, you're going to just untab this section here, come back here, untab the wheel from the back of the foot. You're going to bring this section down so you can then swing all of this out. So swing all this out so it sits like that. Once you've done that, you can take the wheel. You want to make sure that this hinge is oriented properly here, because what's going to happen is, and this is one part that's a little annoying because you have a lot of hinges to work with here, and this can get a little confusing. So what you want to happen here is you want this hinge oriented like that, so this will plug in right here, like so, and that's how you want that looking in there. Once you've done that, you can open up this wheel, and then this will come up, and this will tab right up into here like that. So when it's all said and done, that is how you want that looking in there, just like that. So once you have that done, you want to take this section here, and you want to rotate this double hinge out, so it is now sitting like that. then you're going to undo this panel here on the side, and then rotate all this around, open this up, and then close this up. The little tab will sit inside the slip here, like that. Bring that down, and there you have that side. Oops, almost done. Then you want to take this, bring it up, and this will plug into this port here now, like that. Again, you can leave that up for now. And there you have that side all done, and the second verse is just like the first. And now that we have both sides done, all we're going to do is bring the legs back in. Now, two things are going to happen here. You have a tab that will go into a slot right in here, and then you have this tab right here that will go into this slot right there. So, let's bring everything in and line things up like so. And then get this side plugged in like that. And then same thing on the other side. Just bring all that in. Again, use the hinges, use everything at your disposal to get everything lined up, get everything plugged in. And there you go. And these little sections here, you just want to shift in on the double hinge, and they'll just tuck in nice and neatly right there. Then you can take these wheels and unfold them. Unfold. And there you go. We're getting there. We are getting there. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to just take this whole section here, just bring this around. And what's going to happen here is you have these two tabs that will go into these two slots right here. So just get everything lined up. You can rotate this section up. Make sure everything is sitting as it should, and that should just drop down like so. And once you've done that, these little clips will come up and sit over these tabs here and lock that into place. So once you have that done, you want to bring this down. You want to make sure that this section sits nice and straight, and this will just tuck in right in between like so. And you have tabs and slots here for these sections. Line all that up, plug it in, and plug it in like so. These two panels here will just interlock like that. Now you have the big old scooping part. That's the scooping part. Scooping part, that's what I call it, the scooping part. It's the scooping part. But there you have that. You can rotate that back. And we're getting there. We're pretty much at the home stretch. So now we're going to work back here. So you want to take this gun here, just untab it, and then just straighten this hinge out so that it's a little bit flatter. Now these sections here are going to rotate up, and then they will just tuck in right in here next to the wheel. Bring it up. Again, that will just tuck in next to the wheel, like so. And last couple steps to do here is you have a tab here that'll go into this notch right in here. Tab that in, then just take this panel, bring it down to reveal the GAT logo. That's right, it's a GAT, it's an official GAT. So bring that down on this side, tab that in, open that up, and reveal the GATs. There we go. Last thing we need to do is just flip out these exhaust pipes. And these little bits, I always forget to do this, these little bits here just fold back, like so. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we're done. And there you have LANDSLIP in his alt mode. And it looks good. It looks really good, in my opinion. I dig it. Definitely pulls off the look. And again, it's all just dingy and dirty and grimy, as a construction vehicle should. Lots of nice detailing there. But yeah, very nice. Again, it's an official GAT. It's an official GAT. That's right. That's right. You have the combiner port hanging out back there. But all in all, looks really, really good. There is the top. There is the bottom. It doesn't really roll, as rolling things should. The wheels do spin, but they don't really hook up too well. Especially these back wheels, because they have these pieces here, and they tend to hang a little lower than the wheels and kind of prevent them from spinning. So he doesn't really roll. He's sliding more than anything. But hey, hooray, hooray for sliding! Hooray, hooray for sliding! And for comparison, here he is with the Studio Series Scrapper, with Studio Series Prime, with MPM Prime, with MPM Bumblebee. And last but certainly not least, here we have all of our Devil Saviour Constructicons, and they do look quite good together. Very good looking set. Not the most fun set, but definitely a very good looking set. So there you go. Now, as far as storage for the grappling hooks go, you're going to use these two tabs right back here. And again, you just plug it right on like so, and there is your storage. You can just have those chains hanging however you want. Articulation-wise, the scooping part can move up and down. You can angle that up and down as well, so it is actually functional, which is quite cool. So there you go. So that is pretty much it for the alt mode. So let's get down to transformation again, shall we? You can get a good spin out of them. Very good spin. But let's get to combine mode now. So what we're going to do, take these pipes, bring them down. The GAT panels, just want to flip these back up, undo that, flip this back up, flip up the GAT panels, and bring that up like so. You come under here, you can take these sections, bring them down, bring them back up, and rotate this down so you can swing this back up. There's a little looping point for them. And that will sit right there like that. These little bits here you can rotate to get those out of the way. So now we are going to undo all of this here. Just untab these side sections like so. And we're going to basically just split all of this. You can kind of swing these up here. Just swing these little bits up here just to get them out of your way so you can unhook everything. Oh, before you do that, actually you want to undo these clips first and then bring all this up. Get that out of your way, and then we can unclip things. Order of operations, people, order of operations. There we go. So now that we have that's done, we can unplug this section here from his butt and bring this back up. Basically, you're just going to straighten all of this out. I'm going to untab this section here from the claw, bring that out, bring that up, like so. Make sure that stays together. And you want that looking like that. You can now take these little clips and clip them back into place where they were on the arms. These little sections here, you can just fold these back up so they sit flush like they were before. Bring the arms down, squeaky squeaky, and you kind of rotate the legs down a little bit so you can split this, because we need to swing these arms back out. And there we go. So to kind of move things around so you can get it out of your way. There we go. Bring that around like so. And the only reason that we did that is so we can rotate him 180 at the waist, like that. Once we've done that, then we can take the arms and bring them right back in. And we can tab them back together, like that. So there you go. So we got that going on. So now what we're going to do is what are we going to do? What we are going to do now is we're going to bring this up. The cab section is going to bend down on this hinge here. Just grab this and bend it down. And it should just kind of swoop down into place. You want to take this section here, rotate it 180 so it's oriented like that. Then you're going to basically just bring this armature up like so. And what's going to happen here is you have this little T-tab here is going to get sandwiched in between this slot right in here. So you can get all that. Let's get everything lined up. And that will just drop right in there, like that. And once you've done that, you can actually rotate all of this down on this hinge here, so it sits somewhat like that. So once you've done that, you can move this out of the way. You can take these panels here, if they haven't already come untabbed for you, just untab it, slide it up, and then just collapse this panel down, bring all this up, and just bring this out for now, and you have a tab slot connection right there. Just plug it in. Same thing the other side, just undo that, slide it, bring it down, up, plug it in, and just leave that hanging out like that for now. These chest pieces you can untab and rotate, bring back down, like you're going back into robot mode. And there you have that done. So now let's get back to working on this up here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to untab this, undo the wheel, extend all of this around, rotate this 180 like so. Then we're going to bend this up on this hinge here. Bend this up like that. And what's going to happen here is you're going to rotate this around, and this tab will go into this slot right here. And you can move this wheel out of the way to help you, and just bring that down. And it's going to plug in at an angle it's supposed to. And that will sit right in there like that. You could bring the wheel in, and the wheel is just supposed to kind of tuck in underneath like that. And that's how you want that looking right there. So once you've done that, you can bring this down, and you're basically going to transform this back into, robot mode foot mode here. So undo this, rotate it, bring this panel up, and close this panel back down like so. And then you're going to rotate this to the outside like that. Just bring that down. And there you go. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Second vase is just like the first. Okay, so we got that done, and just our little move here. You just have to take these pistons and just plug them right back where they were. These little panels here you can fold up. One more other little move you want to do here is this. You just want to kind of fold out these little claws there, like so. So that's filled out. So now that we have done that, we're just going to bring all this in, and you have this tab that's going to go into this slot right here on either side. So just bring that in, and if you have everything right, this should line up and plug right in, like so. Good. Use all of the hinges at your disposal there. There you go. You got that going on. And now you basically have a little hand here that you can support. So there we go. So we're at the home stretch here. So a couple more things we need to do. You're going to take these wheel sections here, bring them up. They will tab in to either side, like so, and like so. And what's going to happen here is you're going to bring this section down. There's a tab here, and there is a slot in the wheel. So just find it. There it is, right there. Just take that and tab that in, and then open this section up And that will look like that. And same thing on the other side. Just bring that down, and again, just locate that slot in the wheel. There it is. Plug it in. Open that up like so. Take this little turret here and aim that forward. These little sections here, you can just fold these in like that. And we are pretty much there. Last thing we need to do is bring in the grappling hooks. There's this post here you want to flip out, which is not easy to do from this side. It's better if you just push it out from this end. There we go. Push that out. Oh, the chains get all tangly. They get all tangly. You'll stay. You'll stay. There we go. Just flip that out. Oh, grappling hooks. Stay. There we go. So you just want to take this, and this will plug you into a port right there. So just line that up and plug it in, like so. I think we got that pretty much right. There we go. Get everything situated. And there you go. There you have Landslip in his combine mode. And he's a big old hand. He's just a big old clawy hand there. And yeah, it works out. It comes together nicely, comes together solidly. And yeah, overall, pretty cool. And for a quick comparison, here it is with the Studio Series Scrapper in his hand mode. Just so you can see how that works out there. So, there you go. So there you have Landslip, and yeah, nicely done figure here. I do quite like him. You know, the design looks great, the robot mode looks great, the alt mode looks great, the combined mode looks great, the detail, the sculpting, the paintwork, all of it on point. I have a couple slightly loose connections in robot mode with the shoulders and with the feet, but for the most part, he holds together pretty solidly. The transformation actually works quite well. There's good engineering here. It works pretty smoothly. There's not too much fiddle factor. There is some fiddle factor, but not to a frustrating degree. So overall, it's a pretty enjoyable experience to mess with him. So overall, I am quite pleased with this guy. Quite pleased. So there you go. Now in tomorrow's video, we will finally take all of these Devil Savior Constructicon boys and form Troublemaker. So stay tuned for that. Now I picked this up from TF Safari. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. For all your other Transformers needs, you can check out BigBadToyStore.com. As always, linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. You can check out the Troublemaker playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Devil Savior Landslip. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face. Oh, Primus, another one. Please tell me you're the last one. I am the last one. Hey, he's the last one. Listen, are you guys finally going to show me what you can do? Oh, we're going to show you something, all right. Yay, they're going to show us something.